What it is, good people. Your boy Ahmad Hicks here alongside MyCole Pruitt. We're back for another episode, and as y'all see, still in person with one another, going much better than virtually, I would suggest, right, MyCole?
Man, I love it, man. The energy.
The energy's good, the chemistry's good, the vibes are good, and we're going to keep this thing rolling, and we got a lot on deck for y'all today.
So you want to talk about the rundown? So
why not? I mean, that's a good tease right there. Set you up a little bit. Journalistic standards right there. I'm teaching them a little bit, y'all.
Definitely, man. So on the docket today, we're going to talk about the ever-growing number of contract disputes in the NFL, holdouts, hold-ins, and the way the media frames that for everybody, man. Mm-hmm. Another thing that's a huge topic these days is AI. It's changing the world, brother.
It's crazy.
And it's coming into the National Football League, so they say.
Really? We got to talk about that.
And is the NFL being too greedy, going after all this money on the broadcasting networks side of things and putting so much on the players' bodies?
I can't wait till we get to that topic. Because it's the NFL. There's no such thing as too much greed for the NFL. They own a day of the week. But we'll wait. Two sides to every story. So just bear with us. And then, of course, we're ending our show with your guys' favorite, Cap or Certified. And we got some funny ones on deck today. So we'll get to that. But first, stay with us. Let's get to the first topic, Cole.
Man, let's jump right in, man.
All right. So you tell me about how we're going to start with it's just about the money, contract disputes. So one of the key names right now, Micah Parsons, right? All right. Sure. So he hadn't gotten his money yet from Jerry Jones, and he's come out and basically said, I want to trade and all this stuff. We know that's a negotiation tactic. That's what players do to kind of get their money. So your gripe about all of this is the way the media portrays the athlete during these disputes. So please elaborate.
First of all, let me break it down, man.
Please do.
These athletes deserve this money.
Yeah.
They're putting on a show in front of millions, earning owners billions. Mm-hmm. They're giving the fans exactly what they want each Sunday, each Thursday, each Monday, putting our bodies on the line.
Sometimes Saturday. And
we're doing this all for our families. So why shouldn't we deserve to set our families up for generations and generations?
Is there a certain... Okay, let's break it down. It's two sides to every story. Yes, you guys do deserve your money. Mm-hmm. I'm going on the record, and I'm saying that right now. They deserve their money.
Thank you.
But is there a certain angle where it's like, all right, the market says this for this position, but let's be real, like, maybe I'm not worth all that money at this position, but y'all still got to go get it because the market says y'all worth it. Like, there are players who are getting bags that maybe don't deserve a bag, right? That's why some of them are getting cut after 2 seasons.
Who's going to say that I don't deserve a bag? I'm going to advocate for myself every time. But it will never come down to a point where I don't deserve what the market says I should get.
That's the two sides to the story. Why should the owners pay you guys what the market says if you're not worthy of that market value?
I mean, it's
not to say Micah Parsons isn't worthy of market value. He exceeds market value. But yes.
The owners are the one that created the market. So they're the ones dishing out the money. So if this is how it's going to go, then play the game how it goes. And it goes like, pay me what you owe me.
So what is the big deal with contract disputes then? We see it every year heading into camp, whether it's 2 years left on a deal, 1 year left on a deal. Like, what is the reason that guys say, I'm not participating in camp until I get my bag? And why?
Because most of the time they've outplayed this contract. When we look at the guys that are having contract disputes right now in camp, they're the top guys on the team.
Terry McLaurin, James
They're
Cook.
Key contributors, and they want to be paid like that. When the next guy gets a contract that exceeds theirs by way too much, guess what? My production says I should be paid just like him. Mm-hmm. And so does that market. So when the media tries to come along and say, you know, you're being a bad teammate, this, and that, like, the owners are looking out for themselves, so I got to look out for myself as well. I love my teammates, and once I get that money right and I get back in practice and get ingratiated right back with the team, is going to flow easily. But I got to get my bag first.
Do you think that sometimes maybe your guys' owners put some false narratives in your head? Like, oh, dude, you're one of the best. Like, oh, they got this. We're going to have to get this. Like, you know, and maybe a player's like, because you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, right? And it seems like a lot of their players take discounts 2 years early. They still get paid a large sum of money, but they're also leaving some on the table for other guys to get a slice of the pie.
I think when you talk about the Eagles, it's a little skewed, man. They draft so well.
They do.
that a lot of the guys that are key contributors on their team are younger as well. So, you know, there are some times when you will take a discount for the betterment of the team, but there's certain positions, i.e. Jalen Carter coming up, he ain't going to take no discount. I know that.
And he shouldn't take a discount. That's a lot of money to take a discount on. I mean, Jalen Carter is going to be a bad man some years
Already is.
He came in a bad man. So basically, all right, so the two sides of the story. So when you look at, i.e. Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones, we know Jerry Jones and the Cowboys have the money. We know Micah Parsons deserves the money. What's the holdup in a situation like that? What is the small details that people at home don't know about?
Jerry Jones is a special case, brother. The way he runs his organization is different from anybody else, and he wants that attention on his organization at all times, and he's going to go and get it. So that's the way that he negotiates contracts, and it's a little different from everybody else, right, as we can see with some of the comments he made.
Some off-the-wall comments. Basically said, look, don't lose no sleep. We go get Micah back, but basically saying about him and Trayvon, like, we paid them all this money and they only played an X number of games last year. It's like, man, you're talking about your best players, like the guys that are going. Then talked about Dak and all the money he's making. And
as if I'm Michael Parsons, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I was on a rookie contract. You were getting me for a discount.
Right.
Pay me what you owe me. It's that
I guess
simple.
When you break it down like that, the fact that he was on a rookie contract, and he was exceeding that by a long shot. I guess it makes sense. So I guess I can kind of concede to the other side that, but I still don't think how the media, how your narrative of how the media portrays athletes in these situations. So I think that's what we lost sight of in this conversation. What is it about us that shapes the athlete to be a bad person or something during contract disputes?
It's just the way that it's described how you're letting the team down. That's the overarching cloud that's put on these contract disputes.
Is that what we say?
I mean, you think I'm just pulling this out of thin air?
Well, I don't think I've ever said that. But, I mean, look, I understand.
Look, you are the figurehead for all media right now. So I'm putting it on you.
I think we just put a spotlight on the player, like he's missed camp. He's getting fined $50,000 a day for not being here. Like, you can handle your contract disputes for be in camp, but just don't practice. I think there's other ways to go about it.
And all those ways are exhibited by players. They all have their own different situation, and they all handle it how they handle it. And, you know, it is what it is.
All right. It is what it is. I got a shirt that says that. We got that for another episode. But now let's transition to our next topic, because when you talk about players being there and, you know, being available and whatnot and for training camp, I feel like coaches' jobs will soon get a little easier with the help of AI. Yes or no?
Man, I don't know if NFL is going to even allow that, but it's plainly obvious that the world is changing rapidly. It's crazy what AI can do these days. Me and you
use AI?
Yeah,
absolutely. I do.
Me and you have dabbled in it plenty of times, and I've stayed up late nights. Like, wow, it's crazy all the things that this thing can tell me.
Like, this picture right now could like possibly be fans in 20 years at games. Like, that's a fact.
Or it could be reporters watching the game.
Relax. Two sides to every story. So your argument here is AI can maybe help coaching, but you don't think it'll creep into the NFL, but it may creep into college and other sports like that. Because if you can put in some video of another team and have them draw their best plays and favorite plays, it's like, all right, that helps you a lot. So you tend to think,
I don't think it's going to creep into the NFL anytime soon, but I think that eventually the world is changing so much that AI is going to be the tool to get ahead in everything.
So you don't think there's a need for journalists in the future if AI continues on the path that it's on?
I mean, there's a lot of jobs that are in danger. Journalists might just be one.
Can you imagine a robot coming up to you in a locker room like, hello, you caught 3 passes today. How are your emotions after that last catch? That's never going to work. What are you talking about? That will never work. AI will never be able to do that. Y'all going to be mad at robots in the locker room.
It's the people that say never, they get their job took.
This may be a bold take by me, but I'm going to say that a robot cannot do what we do. A robot can tell you stats. A robot can give you a breakdown of what the guy said after the game or the girl, but he can't tell you the emotion, like the facial expressions, the mood, like the camaraderie. It can't depict all that.
Look, man, What I know for sure is that a robot can't do what we do. They can't put it all on the line every Sunday and do these athletic feats.
Are you sure about that?
And entertain the masses in the way that we do. They just can't. Who wants to watch robots play football? But it's a little up in the air whether or not they can do what you do.
Up in the air, yeah, for you, from our point of view, no, it's not. They can't do what we do. And they can't get in front of a camera and talk with personality and emotion. A robot cannot display that.
Not yet.
It'll be a long time before they take my job. I'm just saying. So that's the two sides of that. So AI is important. It's a tool we both use, but you don't think that it's going to creep into the NFL and take any jobs there. I don't see how you think it can take journalist jobs, but not coaches and analysts and scouts jobs.
Hey, it's all possible. We never know what the world's going to bring. AI is going to be something crazy. We're going to be walking around talking to robots in not too long. So
I don't even want to think about that, bro. Like, man, have y'all seen iRobot? Like, that didn't end well for nobody.
No, it definitely didn't.
I don't feel like any movie where we saw AI or robots or something, like, it never ends well. They always get hacked, taken over. And you talk about, like, Russia and all them, like, you know, hacking into our election and all that. Like, do we really want to, like, create a world where technology can just, like, be the ending factor for all of us, like, at one random day? Like,
we've already started.
Yeah, ain't no
it's
going
too
back.
late.
Ain't no going back.
It's too late. Man, so let's get into the NFL, man, and their hunger.
That kind of plays into the greed of AI.
The NFL has an insatiable appetite for that money, and they're gonna use whatever tools they can use, including AI, to get it. Man, they've gone so far with the broadcasting networks. They're trying to get as much money as possible. They're trying to add so many games on the docket, 18th game, more Thursday night games. They don't really care about player safety as much as they say they do.
Can I make an argument?
Of course, that's what it's all about.
So the market is going up for y'all. Guys are getting paid a lot more money per position. Running backs $30 million a year, quarterbacks $40+ million a year.
You're talking to a tight end.
Okay, tight ends get paid a lot of money, but the numbers are going up for players. Why shouldn't the owners be greedy to get it all back in TV revenue or any other form they can? Because the prices that they have to pay y'all just keep increasing.
For me, it's just talking out of both sides of your mouth. For you to say that you care so much about player safety and then we're going to implement this, we're going to implement that, we're going to implement that. And on top of that, we're going to add a few extra games for you to play on shorter weeks. It's something that's disingenuous about that. Like either say I'm all about this money and I'm trying to go get these contracts and this is how we're going to do it, or be real about player safety and actually implement policies that help that.
Now, according to the Sports Business Journal, from 2023 to 2033, the NFL has an agreement with all the major networks where they will bring in over $110 billion. And it said that Netflix paid $150 million per year for 2 games on Christmas Day. $150 million. Meanwhile, Roger Goodell is bringing in $40+ million a year for a commissioner and a private jet. That's crazy to think about.
That's more than I've ever even thought about. What is Roger Goodell's actual job? I don't even know.
He has to be the face. He has to be the face when y'all mad about something and blasting NFL. He got to go up there and he got to take all that bad press.
Sure.
It's a sweet job. It's a sweet job.
Definitely. Definitely. Living good.
But so here's my thing though. So you don't think that, like, all right, if one, y'all getting a slice of the TV revenue sharing, like you're getting a slice of that, a small slice, but you're not putting, okay, y'all, let me rephrase it. You guys are putting your bodies on the line, but the owners are putting everything else on the line. Like, we got to put the TV contracts in place. We got to make sure butts are in seats. We got to make sure, like, concessions are right. Like, it's a lot of other variables.
You think that's on the owners and not the players? The players are the ones putting butts in seats every Sunday, Monday, Thursday. Come on now. And if guys aren't available because you're not taking care of them, the product is going to be lesser.
So your argument is kind of like Steph Curry's argument that he feels that he's underpaid because he feels like players should be able to get a percentage of equity in the team that they play for. and things like that. Do you think every player is entitled to a right of equity, though? There wouldn't be any equity left if y'all all were entitled to that.
I mean, the NFL is a different case than the NBA. There's a lot of players. There's way too many. And there's a huge discrepancy in pay.
Right.
So when we get to talking about the owners making billions and the people that are actually out there putting their body on the line, not even making 1% of that, it's kind of iffy to me.
Yeah, especially when you got like ESPN paying $2 billion a year, NBC, Fox, CBS, like all $2 billion.
Amazon, all these other streaming
couple hundred million
platforms. So that touches on, it's an interesting thing. Like, you told me recently that you had some complaints come in about how fans can't really even watch the games anymore because it's so many platforms that they're on. Like, tell me a little bit about your experience.
It's difficult as a sportscaster. I mean, I agree with where they're coming from. Like, in order to watch every NFL game, like, you got to have Fox, you got to have Peacock, you got to have Amazon, you got to have Netflix. Like, you got to have a bunch of different things. And so when you cover 5 to 7 professional teams, like, I ain't paying for all those TV systems and stuff.
Media members do not watch them games, but come on TV and got the craziest takes. What?
No.
We're going off highlights, off Twitter highlights, or what? What are we doing?
Maybe for network guys like Stephen A. Smith and stuff. Like, I mean, but that's their argument.
I feel like it's too easy for you to keep throwing things on these network guys.
It is, but it's also because, like, think about it. Like, all right, so when you're working for a network, you're covering a much larger scale of games. So if you're covering the NFL and you got a show on Monday, you got to recap 12 NFL games. You got to talk fluently about them. You got to know what you're talking about. There's no way they're watching all 12 games and can speak on them. Like, and
so why would I respect your opinion?
No, you ain't let me finish. Okay, but locally, go ahead. We're only watching one team in that sport at a particular time. Like, I'm only watching one football team every Sunday. I don't have to watch the other 12 games that are coming on. I only got to watch one game on Sunday. Timberwolves, NBA season, I only got to watch one game. You feel me? So is it a little difficult to keep up with, say, 6 games at one time? Yeah, but at our sports office, we got 6 TVs going on, so I can watch that plus the one on my desk. So I'm staying in tune with all the games that I'm reporting on. But I think it's harder for network analysts to go up there and talk in depth about, well, this player played bad. They did this because, like you said, they're only seeing highlights, and there's no way they're going back and evaluating the film before they go up there and talk at 10 a.m. on Monday morning.
So isn't being a network analyst the goal? Is that like the pinnacle? Like, that's facts. Where everybody wants to get to?
Facts.
So why is that so well respected when these guys aren't even really watching the game? They just have some type of loud voice, loud opinion.
I think when you talk about respect, I think if you ask a lot of local journalists like me, of course you respect Stephen A. Smith and the work that he put in to get to where he is. But I think when you talk about the shows and the current climate of sports, I don't respect it anymore. Like I told you before, it's all analysis. Like, it's all like opinionated stuff. It's not like back in the day when we grew up where you had journalists reporting facts, verifying from multiple sources before they reported one fact, like staying down the middle, not saying, well, I think this player is this because of that. It's like, hey, this is what he's doing on the field. This is what the numbers say. Here are the highlights. Here's the soundbite from the player after the game. That narrative has changed. It's shifted nowadays. It's all about opinions from former athletes. They're the analysts on these shows. When you turn on First Take, which I'm sure is on in y'all locker room, no matter what team you play on, ESPN and First Take is on every single day. You don't see journalists like Ahmad Hicks up there giving takes. It's former athletes giving opinions.
So do you feel like your approach to your job, the way that you just described so eloquently, it could be a successful approach on a network?
No. Because there's no way for those guys to watch multiple games at one time and really go out there and talk fluently about it. There's no way. Like, you're missing small details on every single game. And if you're going to go out on national television, see, this is the thing. I can rip a player on my podcast or go on Fox 9 and rip it, but 30, 40,000 people may see it. When you go on ESPN and you rip somebody, millions of people are seeing that. And it's getting clipped and put on social media. So that's why I say what networks say, it holds more weight. But their opinion should matter less because they're not the ones there seeing everything every single day. They're only watching highlights.
Well, that's not what the money says.
Well, it's not what the money said, but they're there for personalities, and that's why they're there. So
that's what it is, entertainment. That's how you got to take it.
That's what it is nowadays, and I'd rather be a journalist than an entertainer some days.
Some days.
I'd rather get paid like an entertainer.
Speaking out of both sides of your mouth.
I know. All right. Well, we gotta wrap up. Let's see our card, the infamous card.
It is time.
You go start us off?
It is time.
Okay. For cap or certified?
Cap or certified, man. The game that you all love so much. We're back.
What we got on deck today?
And we got a good one on deck.
Okay.
Let's go.
Come on. You seem passionate about it.
Nothing is truly off the record. Oh, taking a long time to think about this.
Cap. I say
you
cap.
See how long he took
to
answer?
Sometimes
it's certified. Just by your reaction.
Sometimes a player will tell you something and you can't go report it or coach, but you got to go confirm it and get it elsewhere. So it's like, yes, it's off the record. I'm not going to say this player, this coach told me, but I got to go do my journalism homework and get it verified and confirm it elsewhere. So yes, it's certified because you just
changed your answer.
Did I? Oh, wait. No,
is it cap or certified?
It's certified.
Is it off the record or not?
Okay, yes. It's cap.
Got him.
It's cap.
Hey, athletes, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, do not trust these reporters when they tell you it's off the record.
Yes, you should.
They're writing everything down.
No, they're not.
And they're gonna use it on a rainy day.
When I have off the record conversations, I don't even have a pen or paper or a phone out. It's all just going in up here and it's going in out the other ear. Really,
I saw the look in your eye.
Sometimes you forget it. I ain't going on TV and saying it, but I ain't gonna forget it. I'll tell you that. All right, next question. Media thrives off athletes' failure more than success.
Super certified. We always say this, man. The negative speaks way louder than the positive, bro. And y'all get way more attention, way more foot traffic to y'all stories and y'all pages when y'all report negative things. Especially, you look for that and fish it out and blast it to the media because you know that it's going to go viral.
I guess it's the type of time we on today, but I'm not agreeing with you. I'm going cap. And I just think that social media and the people that consume this news thrive off negative articles, and they make negative articles more popular. Because you can write a bad article, an article about a player and how he played.
Who benefits from the popularity the most?
How do they thrive off that, though? That's not thriving off of anything. That's just fans.
There's literally journalists that write only negative stories. You know cases like that. You do. So when you understand that, you see how much negative speaks louder than positive. And you can see he only has a job because he brings the negativity and putting it out there to the world.
Two sides to every story. I guess he's kind of educating me a little bit.
Come on now.
I don't see it from your point of view all the way, but I hear you. I still say it's
you're biased. Oh, okay.
Come on.
I think I know your answer for this one.
Come on.
Former athletes turned media have the worst takes.
Certified. Let me back up because I know I probably overmodulated the mic. Certified. Some of the stuff that they get out, they're disgruntled athletes who are jealous of the new age athletes making way more money than them. I think that's my strong opinion, my strong stance on that. I don't think that these former athletes, like I said, watch every game, watch every detail. They are educated more than most journalists in said sport that they play, but I think they have the worst takes.
Ah, man. This one pains me, man, because
you got to agree.
I can't disagree.
Let's go. Let's go.
For me, it's these guys have been in the same situation as the players. But, like I said, the negativity goes farther. So they assimilate to the journalism world. And they go hard. They make the most negative takes they can think of. And they're not all good. So I can't disagree.
That's because they're not real journalists. They're just getting paid to talk and just say anything and to entertain. All right.
Their job says
No. Anyways, moving on. I like this next one. Athletes have burner accounts. Cap or certified?
Certified. We know that.
Have you had a burner account before?
Me? No, I haven't had a burner account.
Never had a burner.
It's not necessary. Why do I need a burner account?
You don't want to pull up and clap back at anybody?
No, it's not necessary, man. If I'm going to clap back, I'm going to clap back as myself. You're going to know who clapped back at you. I ain't finna hide.
You ain't hiding behind no profile.
Nah, man. I know some people that do, though.
Kevin Durant, he admitted to it. Love that he came out and said it. Now he's just honest and open about it. So that's good. Don't hide it. If you go clap back at viewers, you got to let it be known from your personal page. So I agree with that.
I think some athletes that do it are very good trolls at it too.
Sure.
So I get some entertainment out of it.
Definitely certified for sure. All right, we got one more. What we got?
All right, last one. Here we go. I don't like this one. Athletes are overly sensitive or defensive to negative press.
What you been saying this whole time?
Cap.
Certified.
Cap.
What you been saying this whole podcast?
Cap. I think it's warranted. I think it's warranted. Because why are you trying to affect my life? You know what that story can do. You know how this negative press can affect me, my life, my wallet, the bottom line, everything, and you still do it.
So you play bad, you drop passes, we report on drop passes and how your team lost because of it, and now we're affecting your life because we reported on what happened in the game?
Yeah, you are.
You took a pause there. We reported on the truth that happened in the game. We reported exactly what happened.
But everything isn't about the cold-hearted facts. It's about the tone and the way it's said and the connotation that's behind it.
Our question is, athletes are overly sensitive.
I don't think it's true. I think it's cap.
Y'all can see good news about y'all and have something to say about it. Y'all be like, I don't like the way he said this. I didn't say that all the way. Like that's not how I meant to say it. He could be writing something good. Y'all can have a comment about it.
Okay, quote me right. Don't misquote me ever.
Sometimes you just paraphrase. What you mean? Sometimes you just paraphrase.
Sometimes take the quotation marks off.
You guys are sensitive. We're not agreeing on that, obviously. They're sensitive. They're very sensitive. Unless you're just gassing them up, talking about how good they did, or if there's a bad game, you got to make sure you throw somebody else under the bus. Be like, well, so-and-so did good, but everybody else did. That's the only way athletes go be okay with a negative article.
Man, that's cap. Plain and simple.
Whatever. I said certified. So that's just how we end the episode this week, then I guess. It's certified for me. So we didn't agree on much this time.
Agree to disagree.
Well, that's the whole point of this show. Must be two sides to everything, and journalists and athletes typically don't agree on a lot of stuff. That's why we're trying to break bread and find a common ground right now.
Hey, but we're still friends at the end of the day.
Much love, you feel me? No love lost. We just talk the truth to one another, and they are overly sensitive still.
Man, whatever. There you have it for another episode of Must Be Two Sides. We surely do appreciate you joining us. Come back, like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think. Yeah. We want to hear it all.
And check us out, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, you name it. Make sure you rock with us, like, subscribe, like MyCole said, and we'll be back for more content next week.
Let's go.
For the truth, otherwise take a knee. Made it to the league, now we down. Stand for the truth, otherwise take a knee. Made it to the league, now we gotta take the lead. Touchdown, MyCole Pruitt. Sports Now, I'm Ahmad. Must be two sides.